Greetings everyone. Today we will discuss about spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is a process by which sperms are produced in testes. The sperm production occurs inside the testes under the influence of gonadotrophic hormone, follicular stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Jointly they are called GTH. Now, under the influence of these hormones, spermatogenesis occurs after the puberty at the age range of 10 to 14 and in an average age of 13 years. Spermatogenesis occurs throughout the life. However, with the increase in age, sperm production decreases. Now, the spermatogenesis occur inside the testis. Testis, as you know, it has several lobules inside it. Testis, there are several lobules inside it. In these lobules, seminiferous tubules are there. Seminiferous tubules are there. Now, sperm production occurs inside these seminiferous tubule. Outside the seminiferous tubule, these spaces are filled with interstitial cells of Ledwig. So, if we have a cross section of this thing, we will see the inner portion. This is the basement membrane of this is the seminiferous tubule, this is the cut here, cross section. So, if we see here the inner membranes, there are stem cells called spermatogonia. So, now this inner portion of the seminiferous tubule, there are another type of cell. They are called Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. Large cells which are present here, these are called Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. It is packed the inside area of the seminiferous tubule. Two types of cells are there. At the basement membrane, there are spermatogonia. Sertoli cells also attached to the basement membrane. They are large cells. One is attached to another. Tightly packed. This portion is tightly packed. So, what happens during the spermatogenesis? What happens? Now, these spermatogonia, they are diploid. If we see the individual cells, individual spermatogonia is called spermatogonium, singular spermatogonium. This spermatogonium split into two cells. Split into two cells. two cells. Both are diploid. Both are diploid. A complete set of chromosome is present. Both are diploid. The spermatogonium, they split into two identical cells by a process called mitosis. One cell remain in the basement membrane, other cell it come out, and one cell remain in the basement membrane here, and the other one they squeeze out through the Sertoli cells. They squeeze out through the Sertoli cells. This cell differentiate to form primary spermatocyte. This is the differentiation. Now, this primary spermatocyte, it divide by a process called meiosis. Replication of genetic material occurs in this procedure. That is, genetic material is doubled. And two haploid cells are produced. These are called secondary spermatocytes. Here, this cell, this divide into two. Secondary spermatocytes. This is the primary, this is the secondary spermatocyte. After this phase, what happens? These cells undergo, this is the meiosis 1. Meiosis 2 begins here. So now, both the cell contain haploid chromosomes. However, each chromosome has two chromatids. That is, the double genetic material is there. Now, these cells divide into four haploid cells. These cells are, they again divide into four haploid cells. These are called spermatids. These four cells. So here, one thing you must have observed, cytokinesis is not complete. That is, though genetic materials already have divided, but cytoplasm is not divided completely. That is, cytokinesis did not occur. Now, these spermatids gradually mature to a sperm. These are the spermatids, where complete spermatogenesis, that is the cytoplasmic continuity or cytoplasmic breeze is detached. After this, these spermatids, they undergo maturity. They become more slender and they take the appearance of a sperm as we know. So, these sperm each contain haploid genetic material. This process is called spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis. Here, from spermatid, these sperms are formed. This is called spermiogenesis. They are still trapped into the Sertoli cells. They are still trapped into the Sertoli cells. After that, what happens? These sperms are released into the lumen of the seminiferous tubule. Lumen. This is the inside of a seminiferous tubule. Up to here, Sertoli cells and everything are present. So, here sperms are produced. These sperms are released into the lumen, where it undergoes further maturity. This release of sperm into the lumen is called spermiation. After the spermiation, the sperm mature further and take characteristic shape like this. Here a head is there where nucleus is present, which contain haploid DNA, and a body and a tail. This portion is the head, and this is the body, and the remaining portion is the tail. Here the head is crowned with a layer, it is called acrosome. Acrosome contains many things. Among these, two enzymes are present. One is hyaluronidase and another is protease. These enzymes help in the penetration of the sperm into the ova. Now, in the body, there are lot of mitochondria. During maturity, after the release of the sperm into the lumen, further maturity occurs. Even when it is in the epididymis, maturity continues. So, here lot of mitochondria develop. These produce lot of ATP, which supplies energy for the swinging of the tail of the sperm, which help in the movement of the sperm into the female genital tract. So, this is the structure of the sperm. Now, these sperm production begin at the age range of average 13 years. It also occurs between 10 to 14 years and it continues throughout the life. But however, in the later stage of life, sperm production may reduce. Hormone GTH, which is a combination of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, stimulate the spermatogenesis process. Sperm can survive into the female reproductive tract for 48 hours. On an average for a healthy male 300 million, that is almost 30 crore sperms are produced daily. So this sperm is the male sex cell or male gamete, and the production of sperm is called spermatogenesis. So this is all. Thank you.